Be the person you want to be. Hi, my name's Dave, and welcome to my daily journey through the Daily Stoic, 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hasselman. Today is May 2nd. Be the person you want to be. First, tell yourself what kind of person you want to be, then do what you have to do. For nearly in every pursuit, we see this to be the case. Those in athletic pursuit first choose the sport they want, and then they do that work. EPICTETUS Discourses 3.23, 1-2a. An archer is highly unlikely to hit a target she did not aim for. The same goes for you, whatever your target. You are certain to miss the target if you don't bother to draw back and fire. Our perceptions and principles guide us in the selection of what we want, but ultimately our actions determine whether or not we get there. We get there or not. So yes, spend some time, real, uninterrupted time, thinking about what's important to you, what your priorities are, then work towards that and forsake all others. It's not enough to wish and hope, one must act, and act right. Ooh, that's a really good one today. So, yeah, no, I like that because, if you don't know where you want to go, then you're going in circles, right? Like, if you don't know what you want, how do you know which direction to go? And it really comes down to that, right? So for me, what do I want, right? Like, I'm trying to answer this question for myself. What do I want? So, I want to be a good father and husband. Career-wise, I want to be a shining light to help men have that confidence in themselves and the belief in themselves that they can accomplish anything they want. That's why I want to be a coach. I specifically want to help ADHD men to handle and master the ADHD so they don't struggle through it anymore. I want to be the person making these kind of videos to promote stoicism, to promote healthy ways of living that can help change the world. That's what I want, that's why I do this. People ask, I was doing leading a meeting on Sunday night for the men's ADHD support group, which I'm a part of. And, people were like, man, we were talking about kind of like mental health and things like that. And I talk about my kind of morning routine of making these videos and the exercise I do with it and everything else. And they're like, well, I don't think I could do that because this is what I want to do, right? Like if you truly want something, it's talking about it isn't going to get you that far. It's the daily little actions that you take going to help you achieve that goal. I had, when I was about 14, 15, I helped put on this dinner for the Boy Scouts in the Order of the Arrow. We had a speaker come in, and he said this phrase, and it's a pretty common one: shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you land amongst the stars. And that's been one that's always stuck with me for most of my life. I've really kind of believed that, of have a big goal and start kind of shooting for it. Because as you get towards that goal, maybe things kind of divert away, but you're going to land much closer if you don't start going towards it. Almost 9 years ago, I left the United States to go cook my way around the world. I didn't get very far, but I had a very determined goal, and I did accomplish some of it. I went to Ireland, England, Malta, traveled around bits of parts of Europe. And now I'm back in Ireland, and my goals have changed. Well, that's okay too. It's doesn't mean I won't be able to, I probably won't cook my way around the world, but I'll probably still travel my way around the world. And that opportunity. Now it's just under this new vehicle of the spiritual gentleman and recognizing of what I truly want, of what goes back to my values and goals of who I am, right? Back to those inner things that he talks about in the second part of the reading there, of all right, what determines what we want is we go back to our value sets and our character and the character we want to be, and for me that's a lot about service. This is why cooking has been such a big part of my life, being part of the Boy Scouts. And so having that kind of so me being able to serve a community of men You know, mostly men. I don't mind serving women as well, but it's, you know, focusing down on men that have gone through struggles with ADHD, struggles with mental health, and showing them that if I can do it, come through the craziness of my life, of the things that I've overcome and accomplished, then if I can do it, I know you can do it too. And that really comes down to that. And it comes down to that I know I have the tools and the ability to share my story. You know, like to make like YouTube starts as simple as making these YouTube videos and starting on something that a guideline that I can follow, like the Daily Stoic, and being able to put out this message, you know. And yeah, not a lot of people see it now, but this is all starting to, these are the beginning steps on that journey, right? Like, to use the archer analogy, when you're first learning how to like shoot a bow and arrow, you're not always hitting the target, the bullseye every single time. It takes practice, it takes effort, it takes energy, it takes time and time again. The constant doing of it builds up that kind of repetitions to get better and better. You're not going to be consistent of hitting the bullseye on your very first go of being an archer. I'm not going to hit like, you know, a viral video on the very first video I make. It's going to take, you know, time and effort. I'm not going to be able to succeed with like, didn't succeed always with my first few clients, but the more I've gotten more clients, the more I continue to share and help and be there for others, be there for men, be a part of the men's ADHD support group, to be that example to them, and not by telling them the you shoulds, but being the example by living my principles out. Those are taking the actions that show that others can do it too. Yeah, that's what I want. I'm really curious. Leave it in the comments below. What do you want? What do you truly want? You know, like I write this out. Like, let me know in the comments below. Like, I have on my desktop, my screensaver has my yearly kind of goals and a vision board right there. So every time I open up my my laptop, I've got my desktop there. I'm reading my goals. I'm seeing them over and over again to keep myself focused on what I want to accomplish, you know? And that's, you know, very valuable so I don't get distracted, because especially with ADHD, I get distracted really easily, you know? Sure, life things come up, but it's like recognizing, okay, how do I want to accomplish it? You know, I've struggled with, like, in the last kind of few, like, months, a month or so of like, oh man, does anyone really care? And I realize it's not about you guys, really. It's about me putting the example out and doing it. And this is accountability for me to continue to make these videos. To, if I want to, like, I can't just talk about wanting to help men and be a coach. I have to go take some action towards it. And if I don't take any action, then I'm not going to get anywhere. If I don't take a step on the mountain of life, I'm not going to go anywhere. You know, if to the mountain to achieve your dreams, if you don't take those steps, and you know, the path isn't going to be easy. Life is not easy. Life has its ups, downs, and turnarounds. It's, are you willing to go through it and continue to move forward every step of the way? I think that's all I got on this. On today's topic, though, I think I'll leave it there. Don't forget to check out more Daily Stoic videos. If you are interested more about my coaching, don't forget to check out, I do a free discovery call. So check that out. Thumbs up would be appreciated. Thumbs down if not. If not, anyways, I'll see you tomorrow, and you have a great